Howdy gamers, and welcome to Checkpoint Reach, a weekly show where we discuss a topic in gaming, occasional news stories, movie and TV quotes, play some games, random life rants. Thank you all so much for joining us. I am your host Lex, and today's topic is the ongoing Gamescom little things going on right now, and then we're going to talk about some other old conventions we used to attend or know about. But before I get into that, I'm going to introduce my cohort here, Erno. Ernie, how you doing, man?
Hey,
How are you?
what's up, Lexo? I don't know. I can think of something.
I know, dude.
I'm doing great, dude. Thank you. Thank you for the introduction. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing great, dude. Sorry, I had the giggles a little bit today, dude. All right, I'm sorry. Having a good time. We did a little chit chat. We have a good time. We reminisce, and
Yeah.
we build character, as we say. Yeah, dude. Today, obviously the Gamescom stuff is going on this week. As of record, tomorrow will be the extended look of Grand Theft Auto 6. I think for us, it's going to be at 12 p.m. if I'm not mistaken. I think the time was, which is pretty wild. That was going to be a little later. But obviously, with all the leaks going on, that's still occurring. I think Rockstar finally issued a statement. Obviously, they're upset about it. I mean, why wouldn't they be? But they're still going to continue as planned with tomorrow's gameplay. I think some info dropped about it. But I'm excited to watch it regardless, even though we've seen as good amount, as much as I've been trying to avoid it. But some of the stuff that's been coming out is pretty sweet. Like they're bringing back the weight like that was in San Andreas, which I'm surprised they haven't kept. Like that was a funny mechanic. Like you were able to get bigger in San Andreas, right? Like if you ate more and all that stuff, where you get super ripped. Yeah. But I mean, we'll get into that until probably next week. I'm sure we're going to do an episode on it. I'm sure. So, yeah. So Gamescom is happening right now. If you are not aware, Gamescom is basically like just a big gaming convention or just a bunch of announcements. I'm assuming it takes place in LA, right?
No, that takes place in Germany, brother. That's like Europe.
Germany. Oh yeah, I just saw it right now. Yeah, Germany. Yeah, it's till the end of the week. That's pretty wild. I didn't know that. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, that's like, yeah. So sorry to cut you off, but
no, please.
Gamescom, dude, and D23 are probably the two conventions I would love to attend, like sometime in my life. Like, just go out to Europe just to do that would be so awesome. But then it's like you're in Europe, you kind of want to do European things, you know what I mean? So you'd have to balance it out, but dude, I would love to go for that. Like, let's make this. All right, guys, friends of the channel here. Let's let the channel grow. That way they can pay for our trip. Someone, Jeff
yeah,
Killian,
I mean, somehow
he's like, hey, Lexo, Erno.
Yeah, dude, I swear. No, yeah, dude, that'd be super cool. I was not aware. I would love to do this. So like, yeah, thinking like talking about this now, like you brought up, I would love to go to this game convention. I wanted to talk about it a little bit, before we get into the topic and then our questions that we asked before the topic. But like, the gaming convention kind of era, I mean, we have the Summer Game Fest, we have the Game Awards and all that stuff, but there was an era where it was like the E3, right, was every year. PSX happened as well. Amongst others, the Xbox Live experience and all that stuff, and kind of all just kind of died down, right? And you and I, we had the luck to attend some of these, and it was really, it's such a great experience seeing that community and all that stuff. But just why did it die out? Do you remember what the reasoning was?
I remember a lot of like companies were pulling out. Like I think it was like Sony, and then like Nintendo followed as well, and then it just Xbox as well. So it's just like they started leaving. I want to say it was after COVID that it kind of was when it died. That's like kind of what stopped people from wanting to go. But I don't recall.
Well,
but I know they just the companies were pulling out, and I think it was because of a money thing, right? Because you have to like hire people to be there. You have to get a bunch of like advertising. You have to get a demo that costs like extra time and money to do. You know what I mean? It's like there's a whole lot of things in order to get to this particular thing. So I think that's kind of why they stopped doing it.
Yeah, I mean some of the bullet points here that I kind of looked up. It was the digital shift, obviously, and then COVID as well, and exactly what you said. It was just expensive to pay for booths and having a physical trade show and just the digital age was already upon us as we already knew, and obviously it's more so now. But like this is what kind of killed it and made YouTube and Twitch and all that stuff, having that made it a lot easier to showcase a lot of these games.
Yeah, because at that point they're able to kind of like control what they want to show you and how they want to show it to you. You know what I mean? So it was a win for them, right?
No, yeah, exactly. I mean, I want to talk about a little bit of our experiences going to these things. Now, I know you went to a couple E3s before I came along, and actually, I happened to get lucky. I think we went to like was it an Ubisoft experience? And I remember we got into play. I think it was the game For Honor, right? We were playing that as a demo.
Yeah, and then we also played the flight game, whatever the with the birds and the VR.
Yeah,
That
we
was like a
played
big
that,
thing.
and then
And I think you
no,
also got to
yeah,
play VR with Naughty America, if I'm not mistaken. do, you, do
well,
you
so
remember? Do you remember the
I
Asian
remember
dude?
seeing that.
There was like an
Yeah,
older Asian guy, and he had the headset on, and he was at the Naughty America. And he was just standing there, and he was just looking at everything.
he's like, um, he's all, uh, uh, no, yeah, no,
It feels
that
real. He's like,
that was definitely the PSX because I remember
oh yeah, it was
Farpoint also
PSX.
playing that there as well. It was super cool, and I know we had a
Yeah,
great
that was
time
a lot
doing
of
that.
fun.
But I remember I think there was an event that I wasn't going to E3, and I remember getting into a ticket because we played the For Honor demo. It was Ubisoft's For Honor, and like we were like being super chatty, and I was chatting up and like having fun playing, and then she like came up to me, she's like, "Oh, Shell, would you like a ticket to E3?" And I remember you and I we like ditched that place right away. Remember, we're like, let's go, and
Oh yeah,
we
dude.
both like we bounced
Yeah,
right
we took
away, and we
off.
just took off straight, and we went there, and I got to experience it a little bit. It was super cool. Um, but yeah, man, I do miss those things, going on. It's like it sucks to know that they're gone. This because it was a good time. Like we even if it's hard because booths are long. There's long lines and all that stuff, which is you already know. But you get some swag every here and there. You're with your buddies. You have a good time. Um,
I think.
there.
Go ahead,
Please go
sorry.
ahead. No, go
I was
ahead.
gonna say I think what ruined E3, and it sucks to say this because I loved that it opened up for a lot of people and people were able to go. But I think when
Mm,
that happened, it became
that's right.
overwhelming, especially for booths and all that stuff. So a lot of things you couldn't really get into because like for the most part, people were not there for the games. They were there for like the collectors stuff, so they could sell it on eBay or what
That's
have you. And
true.
that was kind of like you kind of saw this like weird shift. And I remember seeing that it wasn't like the people like you said where we're chatty, right? Because like when you and I were there, you talk to people and they're sort of for the most part they're like-minded individuals. They love games, they love talking, and you just are talking to these random people and you kind of get to know them. They're like, oh, I was developing this game or whatever. Like I think for one instance I forgot to tell you, but I'm sure gamers of the the friends of the channel here, if you guys know, but Shuhei Yoshida used to be like one of the guys that was like one of the top guys for PlayStation. I forget what his job title was, but he essentially would get like third party games or something like that on the PlayStation platform during like PS4, PS3 maybe. He was there for years. And I met him. I was playing with him, and I was playing Guacamelee with him. Random, just chatting random, nothing crazy. Just like, oh, the game is cool. He's like, wow, it looks really good. He was just telling me like how he felt about it. Nothing crazy, and there was no one there, dude. The freaking everything was empty. And this was PlayStation experience, and it was a lot, dude. It was so cool. Like that was the moments that I miss, like
Yeah.
things like that.
I
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I did actually. You're right. I totally forgot about that they opened it up to the public, and that's kind of what screwed things over. Because I know you got in through a friend, right? Because he was with the media, and he was able to get in and get you in, right? Was that
yeah,
was your?
yeah, definitely. One of them was my name was Solomon Grundy, dude, born on a Monday or Solomon something, Solomon. And I was like, and I got that badge taken away because obviously I'm not Solomon. But
Yeah.
eventually I got in myself where I actually had my own name. And
Mm.
I remember going in there, dude, and it was a lot of fun because it was like more like you didn't have to be scared of badges being checked. You know what
Yeah, that's true. Because you had your name on it. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, it's that is sweet.
I
But yeah, I
mean?
mean, I would love to go. I'm assuming Gamescom is open to the public. It's just the matters of getting over there, right, to Germany.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be like a whole like you'd have to plan like a year in advance because you have to like get out there, you have to stay out there. It's like it's a
Well, the
lot
other
of
thing
stuff,
is
right?
like, I don't know how hard, like, it's probably tough to get tickets at the same time, right? So it's like, what if you plan and you don't end up getting the tickets? You're just like, well, that sucks. But yeah, you get a free trip to Germany.
You never
So I
know.
guess that's
I
the other
know.
part of it. Yeah.
I know.
But yeah, man, I remember one time too, we recorded remember there was a VR game we played and it was like a spooky game and it was like me, you, friend of the cast,
Oh
Michael, I
yeah,
think it was.
yeah. The
but
wheelchair
we were
one.
like, and yeah, and they said like, oh, well, we're gonna film you guys like for your reactions. We're okay. And I remember we were all drinking pretty heavily before we got in there. And I remember
Oh yeah, dude, I
and I remember
forgot. Yeah,
and I remember them interviewing me
yeah,
after, and I'm like, and in my head, I sounded like I was like the best and the coolest, but I'm sure I was just like, yeah, you know, like I probably
yeah.
sounded
Yeah.
terrible. And I'm like, and I remember after I was like, where's that video? Are they gonna post it them all? They probably looked at it. Like, we
They
can't
never
post this
posted
guy.
it. You
Because
know,
I
it's
remember my
funny,
breath just stunk, and I was just like, oh man.
dude. I remember that day so well. Well, this was I want to say this was PlayStation Experience Las Vegas, right? This is when we went to Las Vegas.
I
It
didn't go
was
to
like
Vegas with you guys. No,
you weren't there for that one.
not for that one. No,
Oh my god, you
you
would have
didn't like
loved
me
that
then.
so much, dude. I
No,
guess not. There's like two. The now that's like three events that I would have loved for you to be there. The Last of Us,
yeah,
the PlayStation Experience in Las Vegas, and then there was another E3. But anyways,
yeah.
so I remember that video. I remember you filming that, and I was watching it, and I was all smiling, and then you did it, and I came up to you, and I'm all, "You did really good, dude. You did really good," and I was drunk too.
Yeah, your eye was probably looking at me. You're probably like, that's freaking hilarious. No, dude, yeah, it's so bad. I don't even know what that game is called. It was just so long ago. But it was just always a good time getting the free swag, just for the fun. And like I said, like just like going with you guys and just having a good time nerding out. And like I remember, I think I still have a video of like the Kratos actor and Atreus, because that's when they first came out.
Oh yeah,
When they first rebooted God of War was PSX, and they're like walking around. And then I remember, I think we played Zelda Breath of the Wild. Remember, they like opened it all up for us, and we're like, we like came in. It was like a super cool
yeah.
experience. So we did some cool stuff, and it was a good time. I mean, I really wish I was a part of those other ones, but I mean, it just, I found you too late in life, dude. Now, okay, no, I had
No,
known
no, you
you,
were
but
there.
I just don't know. Yeah, it's just probably circumstances and whatever. Who knows?
Possibly. I remember there was like moments where it wasn't like I couldn't invite you. Like I know that there was like the Last of Us thing I couldn't bring you because
No, yeah, yeah,
I was the plus one, and I think even like the Jeff Keighley Game Awards after party and all that, like I think I was a plus one as well. Like it was crazy because he got me like tickets and like they emailed me. It was so much easier then the way that
yeah.
they
Now it's
connected to people. Now it's like all influencers that they want, so they want like people with a
yeah.
bigger
They go
following,
on
right?
you just go watch it on Fortnite, you go to the concert, you're all
Mhm.
okay. But yeah, dude, that's yeah, I mean, dude, I would love to do that if things, really take off and we're able to get over there. I would love to do that. That'd be sweet. You heard it here first, dude. We'll be there in about within 10 years. Let's hope if we're
Oh,
still
I
gaming,
love
who
that,
knows?
dude. That's crazy.
So,
I know. Could
I
you
mean, I'm sure we
imagine?
will
He's
be.
like, I already gave up gaming to read books.
Like the little end credit thing. Like,
Yeah, like the Coach Carter one.
Lex and
Go together,
Lex
man. I'm
Lex and Ernie,
awful.
Lex and Ernie still haven't spoke to this day. Just kidding, but it's gonna be like the one thing that's gonna get us there together. Like,
Yeah.
our significant others are gonna like set up like a meetup, and we're gonna be like, "What is he doing here?"
I guess they just let anyone in here.
But yeah, man, that's cool. So let's continue. So yeah, so the rest of the episode, we're just gonna kind of talk about some of the games we saw that we enjoyed. But before we get into that, I do want to ask a silly little question that we asked at the top of the show here.
Please.
And in this case, it's not the top because we were talking about that before. What are we playing, dude? What games? What's hot right now? What's hot? What's not? Please, Ernie. What
Oh,
are you doing right now? What are you playing?
what am I doing right now? Well, right now I'm recording with my friend, but prior to
Whoa.
that, I was playing a little bit of I was playing Castlevania Lord of Shadows. I was able to put it on my Android through some like Steam thing that I got. Game Native. I've talked about this before, but I was playing that game, and then prior to that, Lex is probably gonna get into it too, but I've been playing Little Kingdom Hearts. I was playing that, and it's been working really well as again on my Android, and it's been a lot of fun, dude. I there's something nostalgic about it. Obviously, it's old, but there's something like it's bringing me back to a particular mindset I had as a child, and it's a lot of fun. I'm just like kind of like a big smile, as I'm playing. It's silly, and the gameplay is kind of dated. You can tell that there's little things here and there, how the character's so floaty, and certain dialogue is a little silly and stuff like that. But it's fun, dude. I'm having a great time. I definitely want to continue to play. I didn't tell you this because I'll talk about it in an audio that you and I talk separate, but
Yeah.
my brother-in-law had given me this GameSir controller for my phone, and because I've been using that, he asked if he could borrow, and I'm like, you know what, you can borrow it. So I gave it to him, and I haven't been able to play. But then I found another Bluetooth controller I've had a long time ago, and I started using that. But he has my the controller he gave me, because he wanted to borrow it for something, and I was like, oh man, I kind of miss it, but I don't want to ask for it back. They just like literally let him borrow it like a couple days ago, so I'm gonna wait for him to finish. But I've been using this other controller, and it's not bad.
Okay. Is that it?
That is it, dude. Hey, whoa, easy, dude.
The same, dude. You're always playing Castlevania, dude. Every time I see you, dude, you're playing it.
I know, you know. Go ahead.
They say you got beat mania. I don't know, because stuff that's like Hulkamania, Beatlemania. You got Castlevania. No,
Castlevania.
That's dumb.
No,
doesn't work.
So for me, it's a comfort game, right? I've talked about this before.
No, yeah.
But the thing is that like every night when I go to sleep, I have headphones on and I put on my little like my Android is like a tablet for me, so I'll put it on and I go to sleep with that audio and I listen to the story of Castlevania, Mega Man, like just like kind of like random little retrospectives or someone doing a review or something, and I go to sleep to that every night, and I think that's why it's so enticing. But also, I've always just loved the franchise, so it's just been a big part of my life since I was a kid. I think we kind of stopped playing them when I got a little older, but I've always like loved it, but I just never went back. It's like it's been rekindled now as an adult that I am. So
that's cool. Fun. No, I know. I'm just giving you a hard time, They let anybody in here, like you said. That's cool, man. I'm glad.
You can give me hard. I mean, what?
Hey, well, it's a kid show. It's a kid show. I'm kidding. Cool. Okay. I guess I'll ask myself here.
Oh, you know what? Wait, hold on. Let me before I move on. Lex, I've already talked about what I was playing. And, I've been playing quite a bit. What have you been playing, dude?
Oh, thank you so much for asking, and I appreciate it. So I'll get into Witcher in a bit, and because we have an update on that, of course. But so I'm not gonna tell you about that. But you got me color me intrigued here, Ernie. You mentioned Kingdom Hearts, and I'm like, you know what? I was thinking about the series. I know the fourth one's coming out, and I'm like, maybe I'm gonna give it a spin. I never beat these games, as I know. I might have beat the first one. I don't remember. It's been a long time. I fell off the second one, and I remember I had started the second one, but like now I'm like, you know what? I don't remember the first one too well often, so I'm gonna start it. Let me tell you, I'm playing on the Asus. It's hitting, dude. Yeah, I'm having a good time with it, dude. I'm enjoying it. I put it on the easiest mode. I know, play how you do. Don't give me a hard time. I just want to get it done. You know what I mean? Like I just want to, get through it. But I'm having a great time playing it. It's a lot of fun. I feel like I'm zooming past it. It's funny because like back when the game first came out, right? It was like probably like one of those games like that's a big game that's gonna take you a long time. But now in these trying times, it doesn't seem like that. I feel like I'm coasting by pretty quickly, but it is funny because like that game doesn't really hold your hand too much, like to figure things out. Like there's like things that will like I'll look up and be like, what do I have to do here? And it's like, oh, you have to go left to go right, and then go back and talk to this guy 3 times before he gives you something. And I'm like, what? I'm like, how was I supposed to know this? But I know that's just like I think it's probably specific to those Final Fantasy type games, and I'm just not used to that. But yeah, dude, I'm having a great time playing it. I've always loved Donald and Goofy. They've always been my favorite of the Disney characters, like of that trio, like, especially Donald. And they're just such a funny time to see, like their reactions to things, what they do, and like the little like clips they do of them. It's just hilarious. Like there's one part like you ask something and everyone's smiling, and it just shows them. They're like, it's so good, and it's cute. And now I've actually figured out like how to assign things, because like it doesn't really tell you. It kind of just expect like, hey, you just kind of have to know. I mean, I guess I could go into like the Jiminy's journal and look. So other than that, I think I'm past. I don't even know what I can tell you right now. I just met up with Merlin. I'm going back out into the world. I will say I do not like the gummy ship. I think that aspect of it is kind of annoying. It's not that it handles badly. It's just like an annoying like segment. You know what I mean? I was like, all right, like it's kind of like trying to think. There was
in Assassin's Creed.
That, and also like in Mass Effect, you would drive the little vehicle on the planets.
Oh, the rover.
And the first one, yeah, and I was just like, all right, like it kind of got like after a while, like I kind of done with this, like I don't want to do this. So, but other than that, I'm having a great time, and I'm excited to finish it because I do want to play those games. I mean, I had great things about the second one. I know there's a bunch of spinoffs. I don't think I'm going to play any of those unless you recommend any to me. I think I asked you in one of my audios if you want to give me one recommendation live here, please. If the listeners want to give me a recommendation of ones to play that are outside of the 1, 2, 3, I think Chain of Memories is probably one that people would recommend.
Yeah, that and Birth by Sleep probably for the PSP. The thing is, they're all those games are. I mean, they're all part of the story, so it's like you can't
Yeah,
skip them if you want the full effect. But a lot of people will just
yeah,
tell you play 1, 2, and 3. But for the because those be little things that you'll miss. But it's like again that story is so convoluted. It's difficult to really I don't even know what's going on, and I've played them. You know what I mean? Like, but again,
well,
I played them when I was a kid. I don't. Maybe I'll understand them more as an adult. But I've talked to people, or I've read like Reddit or posts and stuff. Even the people that review it are like, I don't even know what's going on. They just kind of give you the gist.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot, and yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't need to know all that. I think one of them is like a card tactic game, if I'm not mistaken, or like a tactic style game. Um,
Oh, uh-huh.
I'm not
One of them
100% sure.
is one of them is just like I think if you buy well the version we own, I think it's just like a video. I don't even think it's
Hmm.
like gameplay. I think it's drop distance something like that. And then there's like
Oh,
Kingdom
interesting.
Hearts 365 days or something like that. But yeah,
Yeah.
one of them is like they made it straight up like a movie or something.
It's just like it's a little confusing. But yeah, other than that, that's all I was playing. I will say last night as I went to bed, I think I was playing a little bit of Fortnite before I went to bed. And then it was still a little early, so I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna grab the portal, pop it on, and I started playing a little Assassin's Creed Black Flag on the portal, and I just did a really sweet story beat, and I was like, oh man, this game got me back in. But it's fun. It's nice to play on the portal. I know there's like a whole thing with Sony right now, so forgive me. I didn't remember to do that. The whole blackout thing. I think it's taking place right now. Um, but anyway, yeah, I played a little bit of it. It was a good
That's
time.
crazy. I'm doing the
Uh,
blackout thing, but not even because I want to. I just don't
you
even
know,
get on the
it's
PS5.
yeah, yeah. You've already been doing this for a long time. I know it's funny. I felt the
Yeah,
same way because I was like, man, I already don't play as it is for long periods of times. um,
yeah.
but I just like it was just hitting at that point because I think I even Kingdom Hearts is kind of like my it was the battery was kind of dead on my Asus. So, anyways, that is what I've been playing, Ernie. Yeah, I'm chugging along. Kingdom Hearts is hitting, which I'm surprised. I really didn't think it was going to. So, it's even a game my brother has beaten. And I always tell you, my brother does not beat games. He's not good at games. And I'm like, that's surprising. He tells me, I beat him, I beat him, I beat him. But anyway, let's continue into the topic at hand here. We're talking Gamescom 2026. We're going to talk about some of our favorite announcements. And the first one I want to get into that I mentioned is The Witcher 3. They did announce that there is a free upgrade for anyone who owns it. Uh, I mean, I think the PlayStation 1 already had the PS5 upgrade. So I don't know if that one's also being upgraded. It sounds like it is. But me and Ernie had talked about it. I think I do prefer to do it on the Asus just because I can have more mods than I can on the PlayStation, even though they announced they were going to have some. But so now I'm just going to wait. So now I have to wait again and probably restart the game one more time. I think September 28th was the date, if I'm not mistaken. But what do
I
you think
don't
about this, dude?
recall. Yeah.
Are you excited, Ernie? Did they say anything about the new Witcher?
No, not that I'm aware of, but I think honestly, well, without saying anything, they did kind of right because they're showing a little bit of different of like the combat. I think the mounting and the way that the horse handles and a few of the other things. I think they even have like this chain sort of like new weapon thing that they're doing right, if I'm not
Uh huh.
mistaken. And I think that's probably all going to be part of the next Witcher 4. They're just kind of like testing the waters here, showing you how or like what they're working on, without even
Hmm.
telling you, sort of. This is my
Yeah.
assumption. Don't take my word for it. But usually when they're
Yeah.
doing something like this big, because we really don't get kind of games like this, and if we do, they always charge you a premium for it, right? Like with how many times did Elder Scrolls get remade, and how many times did they charge us for it? You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
so I'm curious to see what they end up, trying to accomplish with bringing this out. Like, because they didn't really have to do this, but they did, and they did it for the fans. And like, I think for the Switch too, because I own it. I told you I own it everywhere, but on the Switch, I think they're updating it for the Switch too, so it'll have like this new stuff. It wouldn't look as crazy, but it'll look a lot much better than it did on the Switch One. Um,
Mhm.
And then yeah, I mean, it's exciting. It definitely makes me want to play it again. I mean, that was a great game, and there's like it's
No,
like
yeah.
Cyberpunk. It's like they're great games. It's like, should I dive back into it? I'm like, no, I shouldn't. Like, it's like I have so many other games to play, and so,
No, exactly.
but
And
it
also
looks awesome.
the Songs of the Past expansion is also going to be coming out for The Witcher 3, another expansion, which is wild. They're still expanding for this game, even though the fourth one is in the horizon, right? Which is hilarious. I mean, the fourth one is targeting a 2028 release, so I mean, you'll have plenty of time to replay or play for the first time for Witcher and the expansion when it comes out. Which, yeah, it's pretty wild. So that's why I was like, you know what, I'm stopping playing now.
I know. I think I might have sent you a message saying like you should just wait or something like that. I think I
I
said
know,
that
I know.
because it's like, yeah, you
What
might
a
as well
funny.
play the best version of it, and it's coming out like soon. You know what I mean? And
And
it's
in the
gonna be
PS, the
awesome.
PS, yeah, the PS5 versions is pretty good as well too, because they did, like I
Yeah.
said, they like upgraded it. So, but
Hmm.
like I said, I think I want to play on the PC because I want to be able to mod it a lot more than the recommendation like what you said, just so I can get through it. Because I
Hmm.
really, if anything, I just want to get through the game, and because I really want to. It's like been a game on my radar for a very long time, so I'll be looking
Yeah.
out for that, my little friend Ernie. But
Oh,
next thing I wanted that stood out to me, the Gears of War E-Day story trailer came out. Did you happen to watch it by chance?
I did, dude. That game looks
Yeah.
freaking awesome.
It is a very well done story trailer, and that just gets you even more hype. And it's funny because Gears have had so many iterations and so many sequels, tactic games, and it's still just they hook you, right? That's like, dude, this game just looks. And I don't know if I talked about it. I did play the beta. I think I did on the channel.
I think you might have last week when we did it, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Briefly, I just played the multiplayer. I said I just felt like Gears again to me, and I still enjoyed it. I'm looking for the story. Is what they did change the movement a little bit, so be prepared for that. But yeah, dude, this trailer, I was like, oh my gosh. And then it's funny because they like launched a replica prototype of like the what's it called, the Lancer. Have you seen that? They like
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
it looks so cool. I mean, I'm not gonna get it. It's like too like I don't need that, but dude, gosh, it looks so cool to have. Like, what a cool thing to have. Just ding, 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 ding. Oh goodness. But yeah, dude, I'm excited for that. I think it's October 3rd, if I'm not mistaken. It's coming out.
Yeah, it's coming. I mean, in 2 months, right? But look, dude, it looks awesome. I'm like thinking of buying this game and co-oping it with someone, like finishing it up. Like it'd be a lot of fun to kind of like play this game. But I don't know anyone that's
Yeah.
like a big Gears fan other than like you know what I mean? Like I used to play with like
I
my brothers. What was that?
I mean, I'd play with you, but yeah, you know how it is. Me and you
Nah,
are
yeah,
always
that's what I'm
fighting each
saying.
other.
It's kind of that's a we're always fighting with no. It's just we're
I'm
not
just
always on
kidding.
at the same time. I'm trying to. You know what I was thinking about this the other day, talking about co-op games. I was thinking about because you know how you're always doing handheld gaming, and I've talked about this with a friend of the channel, Kyle Golden Doodle. But we had discussed like, why don't we play on our Steam Deck? Like, why don't we just hop on and play
Hmm,
like while we're in bed. Like we don't have to be on chat. We could just play a game together. And I'm like,
that is
man,
true.
I've never asked Lex, like, why don't we just play while you're in bed? I mean, I don't need to talk to you. I mean, it's fun and it's not like a big deal, but we could just play, like, you know what I mean? It's like, I
How's
don't know.
how's he? And then after that, we'd be like, how was he in bed, Cindy? No,
Old police
you
trick, old
know,
police trick.
I mean, yeah, you're totally right, and obviously, I wouldn't be opposed to if every once in a while we could actually sign on and talk and play like on our PCs. And then there are the times. But honestly, I'd be down. Like if honestly, I'll be honest with you, Ernie. Honestly, how many times I got to say honestly?
Wait,
Uh,
are you gonna be honest or no?
I'll be honest. Let me be honest. Funny story, real quick. My girlfriend's aunt. We were out one time and she had sunglasses on. And so let me be honest. And she takes off her glasses, so she ain't BSing. uh, that's pretty sweet. I was like, "Hey,
Let
that's
me be
good. That's good
honest.
stuff."
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
But if we were like to really just be like, "Hey, I want to hunker down and play this game together," then
Yeah.
we can make the time, dude. I think we can do it. But I know
I
you
think
are
we
going to be
definitely
starting up
can.
school. It might be a little
Yeah.
tough, but let's regroup. Let's regroup. Chat,
Let's come back to this.
chat, chat. If you guys want us to play, and we can, even like somehow figure
Yeah.
out if we can do it on like Twitch and just like kind of live stream us
Oh,
playing the
dude, that'd
game.
be so fun too.
All right, let's circle back.
That's
Circle
like
back. Don't no one take our ideas.
I
No, I'm
know,
kidding.
I know.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
You know what I was thinking of telling you too, which is funny. He's like, we should just get it on PS5, console, Xbox exclusive, and PC, obviously, but
and PC, of course. Yeah. Well, yeah, I just bought Reloaded not too long ago. I would love to go play that again, but
true. Yeah.
we'll see if I get to it. Yeah, dude.
Dude,
Regroup.
I played Reloaded on PS. No, where did I play Reloaded? I tried it somewhere. I think you had it.
Probably
Might
on
have been
mine.
on mine. Might have been on someone else's. But I was like, dude, this is such a dude. What a great game. What a great game. Just the beginning of it. I was like, gosh darn.
It is cool. That's sweet. And I played all the Gears except for like the expansions. I did play the fifth one like 2 years ago, maybe. Those aren't as good, but they're still fun. Anyway, the next game. Let's get the next game's all about getting the band back together, dude. What do you think, dude? You on drums, me on guitar. Us both harmonizing, singing. Dude, the game Stage Tour. We already were aware of this coming out, but another official trailer announcing a bunch of songs, and not just the songs. It announced a bunch of bundles, dude. You can get a bundle with the guitar. You can get 2 guitars: the guitar, the drums, the mic guitar. You know, you can get the cymbals that are a little bit more pro. Well, actually, I'm sorry. No, there's a drum set without cymbals, and let me just. I wanted to harp on this because it's funny because I was looking at the prices. And I'm looking at the drum set with the guitar and the mic and the game concluded. $300, right? Right now it's discounted. It's saying right now originally it's $369. If you want the pro kit, it's $469, but right now it's out on sale for $350. When the original Rock Band came out, am I not mistaken that the mic, the guitar, the drum set cost like a little less than $100? Am I wrong?
No, it was like 200 and something. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was pretty costly. Yeah. I mean, we could.
I don't know why,
but I remember it costing a pretty good amount of money, and I think Rock Band eventually introduced a better version of it, of the drums and all that. Because I mean, they were I think the first to do it, right? If I remember correctly. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like about $200. The guitar itself was like $100 with the game.
Okay, about 169, 170. Okay, that makes sense. I don't know why I remember. I guess yeah, I missed it. I don't know what I was thinking.
It was a little different then, but still, it's like you were getting so much. The problem is in why. Well, what I want to say to caution our viewers here, the friends of the channel here, is that I would wait to see how those guitars are, because you can buy a guitar for about the same price and it'll probably be much better and do better things, like where it has like Hall effects and switches and stuff like that, where it's like more mechanical, like a keyboard and stuff. I think you could do that, and you could still use it for this game. It's just because this game, I don't know if they're gonna use. Again, I haven't checked, but I'm not sure who they're partnering with to make these guitars, because the plastic could be cheap.
It says Kramer.
Kramer or CKRD?
It says Kramer wireless guitar.
Oh, I don't know who that is. I mean,
that's the guy from Seinfeld.
I know. It's all Jerry. Yeah. So I don't know if yeah, that's the only thing I'm kind of like worried about, especially spending that much amount of money on these sort of things. I mean, we always talk about it, but with your wallet, kind of think about it before you spend the money. But it's up to you. It's your money. But yeah, for me, I would probably wait. Either way, I wouldn't probably buy it. I still have my Explorer for my for my Guitar Hero 3 game, or Guitar Hero 2, I think it was for. So we'll see. I know Lex just got a new guitar too. I don't even think you pulled that bad boy out, huh?
No, I have. I mean, we played Clone Hero, and that's the other thing, right? It's like there's Clone Hero is available for free online, where you can download any song basically that the people have made themselves and just play that version of it. Now, not to say like having it was always a great time having a band, but like nowadays it's like, man, how can I get the band back together? It's just like everyone's older, like it's tough, right?
Dude, we talked about this.
Why am I going to spend all this money if I can barely get people over? And part of me, as an older person, I want people out. I don't want people here. I want to get out of here. Like, you know what I mean? Obviously with family it's a little different, but I think even when I got the VR, I like busted out. I was like, oh, here's a party trick. We used it once. And we're like, all right, like I'm not gonna bring this back. Like no one, you know what I mean? And again, this is different. Music is a different thing. It's a lot. It is a good time. And believe me, it's like I have a real guitar here. I have a real drum set here as well. But the good thing is obviously the glory of being able to play all these songs. It's different because I don't know how to play all those songs.
So you're a
But
real Guitar Hero, is what you're saying?
I used to be, dude. Not as much anymore, dude. Me and Ernie used to have a little band, dude.
Yeah. What were they called? The
We
Boilermakers?
one time I walked in on him, he was drunk, and I'm like, dude, Ernie, we're going on. And you're like, slack off. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. A little reference there.
That's true. But we did like one song, and I think we recorded a little bit of it. It was Creep.
No,
I sang Creep, right?
No, we used to come to my house when we both worked together before with another buddy of ours, and he would play drums, and we just play till
he would
2
play
a.m.
drums.
No, yeah, he would play drums. Yeah, I think I would
really
attempt it, but he was really good. Yeah, weren't we all? But yeah, dude. I mean, again, if you have the people, I mean, it's a good time. And again, I could get the people, but again, like I said, it's just having people over. It's the whole thing. It's like an expensive thing that I paid for. That people a lot of the time people don't end up respecting. Right? It's like a lot of people don't like. They just come and they don't care. It's not your.
Yeah.
They're all like, yeah. They break the guitar.
That'd be so crazy, especially because it costs so much money. Like that's the thing too. When I think about because I have like two guitars out there in my living room, and those are the ones that it's like the Rock Band and like a Guitar Hero one or something like that. I forget what it is. I think they're both guitar or Rock Band. I forget.
Yeah.
But my Explorer is up here. No one touches the Explorer. It's like in here because I know that people aren't respectful of things like that. And it's not that they don't know; it's just that people don't think about it because these guitars are hard to come by now. Like you can't find an Explorer really. Maybe if you guys know somewhere, let me know. But for the most part, you can't find them. Like I've looked.
Yeah.
Most people mod their guitars that are broken. They're like, "Oh, we fixed the wiring," and they're like soldering and doing all this crazy stuff. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to do that.
I know, yeah. I wonder. I wonder if I could if I would just be able to get the game on its own and be able to use the guitar I have, which I think I would probably be able to. But the problem is, I think I purchased the PC Xbox version one. But it's fine, We have fun. We have fun. I think I remember one time I tried to set up the clone here with the Asus, but it was so hard. I had to connect so many cords in the living room. It was like for a day. We had a few people over. I'm like, guys, let's try this out. And it worked, but it was just a lot of chords. And then I think someone ended up playing and they pressed the wrong button and ended up shutting the whole thing down. I'm like, I'm about to forget it. It's too much. It's just too many bells and whistles. Yeah. So
but there's nothing. Go ahead.
I was like, it's just for me. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
No, I know. I was gonna say there's nothing like, and I guess. Well, sorry, we're going on this little side quest here talking about this, but there's nothing like having old hardware that actually is compatible with what you're trying to play and trying to do. And that's why we always tell you guys keep your stuff. Don't sell it to GameStop. If you have a Nintendo Switch, I know you're probably not playing it. Just keep it because you never know what you're gonna do with it later. I have a Nintendo Switch. I've done a bunch of crazy stuff with it, and it's awesome. I love it. And it's like don't sell your stuff because again I have a Nintendo Wii that I can connect, and I'm able to mod to play all these old games and use it on the original hardware that it was intended, and it runs well. And it's like Guitar Heroes on there. It's like all these cool things that I could just play on it already, and it's like there's nothing like it. And I think that's the thing. It's like you can emulate and do all these things on the PC, but it's like when you have the original hardware, it just works so much better. So I mean,
exactly. But let's move on to the next one, shall we? I want to talk about this next game, Game of Thrones: War for Westeros. It's an upcoming real-time strategy video game. Which, look, I was thinking about it. I'm like, what happened to that old one? What was it called? Like King's Road, maybe something like that. Didn't that come out?
That's like the really Assassin's Creed, the Assassin's Creed one, right?
Is it? I don't know. I was like,
yeah. You play like a different character. You don't play like any of the characters from there, but you'll meet them, and it plays like Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Yeah. It's out. It's free. I think it's free to play. I think you can play it on your phone. You can play it on.
Yeah, I don't think it did well, is what I remember. People weren't fans of it, but I think you're right. I got it free on Epic Games. I mean, it's probably just a lot of in-game, microtransactions and all that stuff. That's probably what it is. But that's funny. So this one is more of the strategy game. Look, and again, I like the strategy games. I used to like them a lot. I wish I'd be able to get into them because obviously it's an IP I like, and it's just like, man, I tried it with Frostpunk. I think I tried it with the Jurassic World game, and it's just like these games are just hard to play for me nowadays. Like these strategy games. I don't know how you feel about them. If you've ever been a fan of them.
No, I don't think I've ever really enjoyed these. The only RTS I've ever really tried to dive into was probably Hey, I mean, I don't know if that even is like the Halo Wars one, and
That would be considered
yeah,
one.
and then
Hmm.
XCOM I tried, but I couldn't get into that one. That was a little more difficult. And then I also tried Civilization or Civ,
Yeah.
and those are really cool. They're great games. Just they don't play well on like consoles. You have to play them on PC, but they're
Oh
they're
yeah,
they're
no.
fun. It's
Hmm.
just like they're just not what I'm looking for, in a game. And
Yeah.
I want to be able to feel like I'm controlling what's going on, not like I'm waiting for it to like
I
occur.
mean, you are and you aren't, right? I mean,
Yeah.
again, I used to really like these games like Warcraft and all that stuff. I used to be a big fan of them, but like I said, it's just nowadays it's like, man, it's just, I guess, time wise, I don't know, but I would like to try to get into it. I think I tried to get into Dune Spice Wars, but I had downloaded that for my Asus, and I was like, oh yeah, this doesn't play well on a tablet. You have to play it on a PC. Like, there's no way about it. I actually was liking Jurassic World Evolution, but like there was like a part where I just got stuck on. I didn't know what to do anymore. And I was like,
Yeah.
so I find this, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm looking for. So
Dude, I did
it's,
something
it,
silly. I
that's what
muted
happens.
myself
Yeah.
when I was talking about the RTS. When you asked me, "Oh, what is the RTS that you've played or whatever?" I'll get into it a little bit because I muted myself. But so two of the games that I tried when I was younger, or not two or three, but I tried XCOM, which I
Hmm.
really didn't get too into it because it was really difficult. And then I also tried Halo Wars, which I was telling you if that was an RTS and you agreed. That was
Hmm.
kind of cool. I think I finished it if I remember correctly, but I don't recall. It was such a long time ago. Probably didn't finish it to be honest with you. And then Civilization, which is really great. But like I said, it's like you said, it's like it's cool and you kind of feel like you are controlling, but you're not controlling. But the thing is, it's like a satisfaction of it at the end, right? It's like, oh, now everything that I planned is working out for me, and it's like that's the cool satisfaction. But it's like it still feels like I'm still waiting, and I don't want to be waiting.
Yeah. I mean, it reminds me when I tried to play the Frostpunk game, and I was like, this game looks really cool. And it's just really depressing. It was all sad. It's like your whole village died because you didn't keep them warm. I was like, oh,
Dude,
so
every
I
time you
can't
talk
even get
about
past that
Frostpunk,
tutorial.
you talk about that like that particular moment. It reminds me when I we used to play The Last of Us multiplayer
Oh,
game.
the multiplayer. You get to the
Yeah,
very
dude, and
end,
I
it's like,
I, I hated
no.
that.
I remember getting through all of them, but yeah, there was like one I didn't get through the end. I was like, I was trying to get my platinum, but yeah, um, fun games. If you're into that, it looks like cool. It looks cool, honestly. The next game I want to get into, little Zoo Punk here, dude. I feel like this is kind of like it's like up our alley, but it's not because it's also a
Mm,
PVE game. But like I like the style. I like the how it looks. It kind of gave me a little like the Beyond Two Evils. Is that what it's called? Beyond Two Evil game
yeah,
vibe, especially in the beginning. Beyond Good and Evil. I'm sorry.
Beyond Good and Evil. You're
That's what
right.
it's called. It kind of gave me that vibe, and also a little Concord, which is kind of funny. Just the way it kind of looks. I mean, it looks cool. It's like a little comedy. There's like a little chubby gerbil. He's freaking sweet looking, or a beaver, or whatever that is. But I don't know. It's just a when I heard the announcement, I'm like, what is this zoo punk? So I was thinking of like cyberpunk, in a zoo, but a little different than that. It was a little different than I expected. What do you think about it? Did you see the footage for this at all?
I did, yeah. It looks neat. I think these are the games that are like I'm glad that they're making, but it's not like something I'm looking into. Like I would definitely give
Mm-hmm.
it a try, but I don't know if I would go out of my way to like buy this. You know what I mean? It doesn't.
Yeah.
It looks cool, but I'm not right now. I'm not sold at the moment. Like it just looks neat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's so many games that happens with me though. It's like because at the end of the day,
No,
you're
I
thinking
know.
about your like I'm thinking about my time and what I'm able to use it for. And granted, if I had more time, dude, and more money, I would be like, yeah, Zupong. You know what I mean? I don't know,
I mean,
but
yeah. If this was like our
hmm,
is this if this is like our full time like thing, like I'd be like, yeah, let's do it.
I know we're playing
uh,
Zupong tonight. But that's the thing. It's like I'm curious, like, because they make these games, and you're like, who like where did this like game creation start? Like, well, yeah, I know you make the joke whenever I'm used to say this, but it's like, who is this game for? Like, who is the target audience, right? And so I'm curious. I
mhm.
mean, friends of the channel, please sound off in the chat, or maybe we'll see in the future how well this sells. Because yeah, it's a kind of an interesting. It looks cool. And there's nothing wrong with it. It
Yeah.
doesn't look like terrible. I didn't have any negative comments towards it. I think it looks neat.
No, I think exactly what you said. It's kind of like those games that just kind of come and go, especially for us. Like we're just it's not on our radar. It's like I won't think about this game again until like it gets another announcement, right? It's like one of those situations that just happens. But the next game I want to get into here this actually looks really cool. It's called Exodus, dude. The Salt trailer. This game is like set 40,000 years in the future, and you're fighting a species in Exodus. It's a single player action RPG. This is just giving Mass Effect vibes like 100%, like a lot, and a lot of people are already comparing it to. And we all know we're all craving that that Mass Effect type game. I think I tried it with Andromeda; it wasn't really hitting. I mean, there is going to be a new Mass Effect coming out, but when does that come out? Who knows? But this game looks pretty cool, dude. It's probably going to go under my radar again, like usual. But it does give you that vibe where you can pick your choices and all that good stuff. What are your thoughts on this? Are you a fan?
Yeah, no, this looks cool. I mean, I like a good sci-fi game. I like you said, it does resemble a lot of Mass Effect, but I can't really speak highly on that because I didn't finish Mass Effect, and I don't want to, disappointing Lex there. But I don't feel like I can really dive too deep into that. If you claim it looks like it more so, then yeah. I mean, from what I've played, I mean, I've played like Mass Effect 1 like how many times and never finished it, but it looks cool. I definitely would give it a chance and kind of like see where the story would lead if maybe that would get me into that sci-fi game. But I don't know. I'd rather just
Yeah,
go back to Mass Effect, right?
that's what I was gonna say. I'd rather you just go back and play Mass Effect at that point because yeah, it is. Those are fantastic games. But yeah, I just wanted to throw
Maybe
that
I'll
in there, throw
download
my
it.
hat in the ring.
Maybe I'll download that tonight on my Android.
Don't
No,
start. Don't start.
I know.
Just kidding.
Don't. What is
Don't
that?
play with me.
Don't do the.
Well,
Good.
you did tell me you're trying to beat a game before school. I think Death Stranding 2 is the one. Like I suggested. I don't know if you heard the thing about it yet,
I have not.
but
No,
I
no,
was
no.
suggesting.
It's a
But anyway, we
blackout,
can
Lex.
go.
I can't turn on the PlayStation.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
I'm
You're
just
right.
kidding.
This next game, dude, this Warlock Dungeons and Dragons type game. Now, the only reason I threw this in the ring is just because, like, Baldur's Gate, obviously such a popular game, and this is kind of another style of a Dungeons and Dragons type game, third person single player action adventure, inspired by D&D. So, I mean, it looks cool. I mean, again, I would think I would rather at this point go back to Baldur's Gate, but this game kind of caught my interest as well, and it's like a whole 8-minute deal here that you can watch if you really wanted to watch it. And it actually seems
This
like it's
game
not
looks
like the
freaking awesome.
yeah, it's not turn based either. It looks like you're
Mm.
actually fighting, which again, I have gotten a little bit more used to the turn based combat. I'm a little bit more open to it. I still prefer this kind of style of gaming, but I will not play a turn based game. Thoughts?
I mean, I'd rather play this. This is a
Mm.
style of game I'd rather play for Baldur's Gate. Had they made Baldur's Gate like this, I probably would have finished it. I'm not a big RPG guy. Don't get me wrong, I've played a bit of them,
Yeah.
and I like
Mhm.
some turn based is really fun. I think Persona does a really great job. Um, but I think this is exactly what I would be looking for. And this one's the one that kind of stood out to me of one of the newer ones, especially it having the Baldur's Gate sort of, or I mean, sorry, the Dungeons and Dragons name tied to it. I think it made me more excited. So it
Yeah.
looks really cool, and I like the way the girl looks. I think she looks awesome.
Mhm.
Cautry, I think. If I'm not saying that
Mhm.
right, I'm looking at the name right now. It's Kaatri.
Got
Kaatri.
got that.
Katri, I don't know. Carol G, we're gonna call her. But it
Oh.
looks, dude, it looks dope. I would definitely play it. I don't know. There's something about it though. It looks like, I mean, it's not coming out till maybe a few years from now. They have like a sort of timeline here on their website where it says 4 stops for one warlock. So the announcement in Cologne, which is Gamescom, and then
Yeah, it says
there's stops.
2027.
Oh, so there is, because right here it says step 2 is fall 2026, and step 3 is 2027, and then step 4 is 2027. So
What is this like
I thought that
the
there's just reveal. It's just reveals though. That's why I wasn't sure if it was. It did say 2027.
It says scheduled release, but it's scheduling like the Marvel universe, dude. Well, phase 3.
Yeah, no, I mean from the gameplay, it looks awesome. I'm wondering if it looks like it's gonna be finished by then, is what I'm wondering. And nothing that it looks bad. It's just
I bet
for
it
what they're
looks
trying
good,
to
but
do.
again, I mean, yeah, it looks like a lot of stuff is done, but again, a lot of games get that and end up either getting canceled or just never coming out.
Hmm.
But yeah, dude, it does look cool. You're right. I would agree with you with that. That style, I would prefer that over Baldur's Gate. But I mean, again, Baldur's Gate 3 is just such a highly praised that I still want to get it done. This next game, dude, I only threw this in here. It doesn't really catch my eye, but I only threw it in because it's a cyberpunky world, cyber noir world. It's called No Law. It's basically an FPS game that it's kind of doing a little cyberpunk vibe, if I'm not mistaken. Like a lot of the things I'm seeing, it's like, and I get it. It's like it's hard to be like you're in the cyberpunk setting. It's gonna look like the other cyberpunk games, but even like the gameplay, right, is still kind of like looking like it. I'm like, I don't know, and I'm just fresh off cyberpunk, so I'm kind of like, okay, I can kind of dig this, but I don't know. Do you have any thoughts on this game?
I mean, no, it does definitely give me cyberpunk vibes. I don't know if I'd want to go into it with. I like after beating Cyberpunk, that was such a great game, but this doesn't sell it to me. There's something about Cyberpunk. I
Yeah.
guess I don't know if it was because it was like the first for me that of that sort of setting that I've played that kind of reminded me
Hmm.
a little bit of Blade Runner, which I love as like the movie. Um, and so like playing like going into Cyberpunk and playing that and having a great time, and now seeing games trying to recreate that or this is what it's trying to do. I was like, I mean I'm not sold. I probably wouldn't play it. I don't.
Yeah.
There's nothing about it that it's like
It
where I'm like, man, it's Cyberpunk, more Cyberpunk. It's not. It's like,
it kind of gives me like Mind's Eye vibe a little bit.
ooh, that's fun. That's a
Right?
fun
I don't
way
know.
to.
Whatever that game is, I hope that game does at some point get to a state where people enjoy it more. Because it
No,
wasn't
yeah.
interest to me at the time. But yeah, I just wanted to throw that in. Don't want to throw that in the mix for us. But the last game that I'm personally excited for, and if you have any other games you want to throw in the ring after this, you may. But the last game that I am actually excited for, and speaking of, the whole RTSs, we're talking Roller Coaster Tycoon. I mean, I wouldn't consider maybe not an RTS exactly, but it is like the sandbox. I don't know, what do you even call these type of games?
I don't know. Let
Uh,
me see. I'm gonna look it up.
Simulation strategy games. But dude, Roller Coaster Tycoon Wonderworks. This trailer came out, and again, I have always been a big fan of the Roller Coaster Tycoons. I've been playing Roller Coaster Tycoon for a long time. I mean, again, I haven't played recently. I say that, but it's been a game that I played as a kid. I played it again as like a teen. I played it as an adult. It's a game that I have in my library. I have Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 as well. I have like the bundle, I think, in our Steam for Roller
Yeah.
Coaster Tycoon. These are just games I love. Again, it's hard for me to get in these types of game again, just because it's just, I don't know, it's something about them, the waiting and all that stuff. It is tough because we're older. It's just harder to get into. But man, there was a point where I was playing all the tycoons. I played Zoo Tycoon, um, SeaWorld Tycoon, which we don't, it's probably bad now. But the Roller Coaster Tycoons, dude, I love these games. I haven't really played any of the newer ones. I know there's a lot of like little kind of I wouldn't say copycats, but there are some ones that came out that were kind of like these game clones of them, I suppose. But this is a Roller Coaster Tycoon
Mm.
Wonderwork game that I am interested. I think they came out one for the PlayStation and consoles, and I'm just like, I'm not going to play this because you can't play these games on a console. It's just it's not fun. What about you,
It,
dude? Are you a big Tycoon, or are you a big Tycoon fan? Do you like these
I
games?
well, first let me tell you, it says it's a construction and management simulation. That's what it says it
Okay.
is. That's a genre. I don't even know. So, but to answer your question, I played just one of these maybe when I was a younger kid. I forget where I played. I don't know if it was on a PC or on a PlayStation. I forget what it was. And I thought it
Hmm.
was cool. I played it for quite a bit of time, but I think even as I played it, I think I felt like I had fun. But to be honest with you, Lex, I know for a fact I didn't understand it. Like I think I truly didn't understand what I was accomplishing as I was doing it. I was just doing it. You know what I mean? And it was just like it was just mindless for me. Um
Yeah. Well,
uh
if I can tell you
please go ahead.
this, when I
I don't
was
even know what I'm
younger,
doing.
I probably didn't really know what I was doing either. I was more in like, give me the sandbox where it's open. I had unlimited money. I can do whatever I want. That was my preferred way to play all the time, and just build my park from scratch. Like that's what I like to do. There are the little missions and the all that stuff, but it was tough. And I did a few, of course, but like I always preferred the sandbox. I'm like, take me straight to the sandbox, and I'm gonna make the park I want to make, and that's what I always loved. So there you go.
Oh,
Do
okay.
what you want.
Dude,
But
yeah.
yeah, dude, it's a great games. I love the Roller Coaster King, games. I'm excited. I have Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 and I think 3 in my library. If you ever want to get even go, dude. I remember Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. It's so funny because like it introduced a first person view mode so you can ride the ride, and it was so silly.
Mhm.
Like we just be in like be like yeah, we're like just being super dumb, riding the ride with it. But
Yeah.
and then it was a little dark because we used to make a track that wasn't finished and just say everyone launch off. It'd be
Oh my
like
gosh, you're
30,
crazy.
40 people died at your park. It's pretty
Jeez.
bad.
And what happens
And
when
then
they die in the park? Like, what's the
your rating
repercussions?
would go down. Your rating would go down, and I think people would leave. And then there was times too, like if people try to leave, we would like take
Uh-huh.
away the exits, so they were just stuck and they could never leave. And I remember there was like you get an angry guest, and you just put them on a little isolated island in the corner with surrounded by water. They'd end up drowning. So bad.
Jeez. Oh my god.
It was horrible, dude. It was terrible, but it was funny. Like we're just been dumb stuff, dude. It was a good time. But
Yeah.
anyways, those are my
You're
games that I kind of
psychotic,
like saw.
honestly.
Well, I mean, all my friends did the same thing. We did it. It was
Yeah.
I'm guarantee you, everyone did it. There's not. There's
I don't
those
doubt
people
it.
that are like, I'm a serious simmer. But
Yeah. I mean, I've heard some stories, some horror stories from people that play Sims, like the Sims games, and they do some crazy,
oh
some
yeah,
wild
hmm
stuff, dude.
oh yeah, of course. But yeah, dude. I mean, those are the games I'm excited for. And we're excited
I,
for as well. If there's any other games you want to throw in there,
yeah, just one last one because I think I owe it to myself to speak on it because
please.
I'm a big fan of these styles of games. But we saw Hoyoverse. They revealed a Souls-like game called Notice Fall. I don't know if you
Okay.
saw this. It looks
Okay.
like Elden Ring. I mean,
hmm
it looks cool, very pretty, but it's just I guess the reason I wanted to bring it up is it looks so much like Elden Ring or like Dark Souls, and it's not even it's like unapologetically doing it where it's like they know that they're doing it. It's just no one is like I don't know, like I mean the internet is saying something about it definitely, but it's just like they didn't say anything. It looks exactly like that. They're the character models. Some of the stuff that you see in the world. I'm like, dude, this looks like Elden Ring. And I just like I've put like hours into Elden Ring, and I've
Yeah.
gotten all
hmm
the trophies and everything, and it's just like so I know what I'm looking at. And it's just interesting because I have no desire to play this game because it's a copycat. Again, there's a lot of games that have copied here and there, but this is like just very copy and paste. Like it's not. But again,
Yeah.
we'll see when the game finally comes out and see if they change things here and there. Because like you'll get like Souls-like games that look not similar, but it's like Mortal Shell and
Mhm.
or like Liza P, and they do different stuff. They're not reinventing the wheel, but they're like changing it slightly where they make it better. Like I think one of the best modern Souls like is Liza P, but that's for another conversation we've had. But yeah, this like it's it's shocking to me that they would bring something out like that. It's like another Pal World, but even Pal World like changed up what they were trying to accomplish when they were trying to put copy Pokemon, right? So I don't know.
No, yeah,
But I wanted to
exactly.
bring it up because like I said, it still looks cool. If you're gonna buy it, that's awesome. I have no uh um desire myself personally, but friends of the channel, please sound off. What did you guys think about a notice fall?
Yeah, I
I'm
do want
curious on
to.
this one.
Yeah, I do want to say. I think we've talked about this before too, right? It's like a lot of these games are starting to look like these Souls like and Elden Ring clones. I'm like, I always tell you, I'm like, half of these games always just end up looking like Elden Ring, and I will take a look at this game. What is it called? I'm sorry.
Notice fall.
Notice.
Nodusfall. But
Okay.
yeah, no. I mean, I think you're right. And again, like, there's nothing wrong with copying or, trying to recreate something that's already been done. But it's just like, man, like at least change it a little bit. Like it looks a little too much like I think I
Gotcha.
forget
Yeah.
what the character is with the that's like standing. It's like this big old giant that's like on fire, and he looks like one of the characters from Elden Ring, which is like a freaking oh my gosh, I forget what it's called, but you go crazy. That's one of the endings for Elden Ring. I can't, out of the top of my head, I can't
Hmm.
freaking remember. But there's like three endings in Elden Ring. One of them is you go crazy with that, and then the other ones. But
Yeah,
yeah, I
I
don't know,
could
man.
see it.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I see it. Yeah, that's funny. That's
Mm.
wild, but I mean, still looks pretty cool.
I mean, no, it
But
looks
yeah, dude.
awesome. It looks great, dude. I mean, again, there's nothing wrong with what we saw, but it just sorry,
I
and then
hear
the
you.
last thing, Lex, I'll end this on a happy note for myself.
Please,
But
please.
they showed Mega Man Overdrive.
Mhm.
And Proto Man's gonna be a character in the game. And dude, that game looks so pretty. It looks so freaking cool. I'm so excited because I have like what I have Castlevania coming out soonish. I want to say in October, and then Mega Man. I think that one's coming out next year though. But still, it's like what a fun time to love old games. You know what I mean? I mean they're not like old, but you know they're like they're giving it life again.
No, yeah,
And
exactly.
yeah, the game trailer looks freaking awesome. I'm excited. I mean, Mega Man 11 was cool. It was very very difficult, but it's a great game. Um,
Yeah, like we mentioned on our episode last week, right, about the retro games. Like all those games come back for a reason, right? Because everyone loves them. So,
yeah,
but
definitely.
Ernie, please send us off, dude, if you can, please.
Of course. Yeah, as always, I would like to thank the friends of the channel for tuning in every week. We appreciate it, and we appreciate you. That sounds funny because we're appreciating them twice. So I've never noticed that I say that, but there you go. We can appreciate it twice.
Well,
Please,
yeah.
friends of the channel, sound off in the comments. Let us know what you thought about the episode. Let us know what you thought about the games at Gamescom. Maybe there was a game that we didn't mention and you wanted us to talk about. We'll definitely look into it. Because we did, I watched the whole thing, and there's just certain games that I just didn't feel like I had anything really to say. But if
Mhm.
you guys wanted us to talk about it, we could definitely talk. Figure something out. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Give us a like I said, give us a comment. Share us with your friends and family. Let them know that you got two good looking cats out here trying to talk games and trying to get to Cologne or Gamescom in Germany in 10 years. Like that. Um, and also please follow us on Instagram at checkpoint_reach. There, I and Lex will answer any inquiries you might have. Lex, please.
Yes, thank you all so much. We appreciate you all and appreciate you, Ernie, for sending us off like that. Thank you for everything's Gamescom. Hope you listen and check out everything, all these games that you're excited for. Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear it. Thank you all so much. We will see you all next week. Checkpoint reached. Goodbye.
Goodbye.